YouTube, what's going on, man? Welcome back to another video. I apologize if I may sound like a little bit different in this video, man. I'm just not feeling the greatest, man. Ever since like yesterday, whatever. I slept for like 15 hours as well, so obviously I'm not feeling the absolute greatest, but we're here, we're making content because I definitely wanted to make this video. I definitely wanted to get this video out there talking about this particular pro-tuned John Havlicek inspired build, man, because this build, shooting guard, defensive skill set, it's called clamps. This is pretty much your typical 3&D all around kind of build where you're pretty much good to do everything. Like, you are really damn good at a lot of things. So let's go ahead, let's go into customize, even though it would change the build name and everything. I definitely want to talk to you guys about all the stats here that we have. So we have a 74 close shot, nothing too crazy about that, but we do have an 80 driving layup and an 87 driving dunk, which is pretty damn good on this build. And the really cool thing about all this is that we do have the 87 driving dunk. So if we really wanted to, we can, use 2 cap breakers to go to an 89, because obviously, if you guys did not know, 89 is also one of the breakpoints for your dunk animations. And specifically, if we really wanted to go even further and talk about specifically which animations you actually get, the easiest way of doing it is just by going to 2K Labs, because they have their animation requirements section on there. But if we were to actually go on there and go to, the contact dunk specifically, you guys will know that we get the pro contact dunks at an 87, 89. So once you reach those 2 thresholds, once you get to an 87 driving dunk and 89 driving dunk, and then you obviously have like the vertical as well, which we don't have the vertical on this one, but obviously that's where the cap breakers come into play. Then you can actually get the pro contact dunks off 1. And then obviously when you get these small contact dunks, because we have enough to get small contact dunks, then obviously you'll be pretty good. We cannot get to 93 driving dunk, however, so that's pretty unfortunate. So that's why I just think that when you are using cap breakers, I don't really think that the driving layup is 100% necessary, although you can do all 5 and get layup mix mastery on silver. That's just an option that you guys can do, obviously. But you do have physical finisher here. That's pretty good. You're not going to be able to get it on gold because you need a 90. And gold aerial wizard, you're not going to be able to get gold aerial wizard either because you need an 80 vertical. And I mean, you obviously can if you want to use all 5 cap breakers on vertical and do your 2 cap breakers on driving dunk, as we talked about just a second ago. So you can obviously get Hall of Fame aerial wizard by doing that. And then that means that you'll also get your pro contact dunks off 1 as well. But yeah, float game on silver, you're not going to be able to get it on gold because you need an 88. And then the 85 driving layup needed for a silver layup mix master, you can do that if you want to. But the driving dunk, you still have posterizer on silver. You have aerial wizard on gold for these, so you're still going to be pretty good at finishing. But the opportunity is there for cap breakers. If you have a lot of cap breakers, you can easily use all 5 on driving layup to get layup mix master and get some better layup animations. And then you can use 2 cap breakers on driving dunk, get to an 89, and then use a few cap breakers on vertical, because you would need to use 3 cap breakers on vertical specifically to get the pro contact dunks off 1, because you would need a 78 vertical, so you can do that. But for shooting, we have a 79 mid-range, 89 3-point rating, and an 80 free throw. So we're kind of like an inside-out kind of player here when it comes to actual scoring, but we can still shoot the mid-range pretty well here. We just don't have like a post fade or anything. We don't really have a standing dunk or post control, so it's not really like we're going to be posting up too much. We are 6'3" after all, so that's mainly the whole idea there, is just being able to score inside and out. We can score in the mid-range, but not as effectively from inside and outside of the paint or the arc. So 3-point rating being 89, which is really good. That's what we need for our silver limitless range. So we got silver limitless range. We also do have the gold set shot specialist from the 89 as well. And then we have silver mini marksman, silver deadeye, and silver shifty. So we have like a lot of good badges here when it comes to shooting. And I know some people be like, a lot of good badges, those are only silver. But I mean, yeah, you still get limitless range on silver, get set shot on gold, which is pretty solid. And, you can't really use any cap breakers, unfortunately, so that's just a bummer. but it's all right. Having an 89, I feel like, is really all you need when it comes to 3-point ratings in general for that silver limitless. I feel like that's really all you need, unless you want to go all the way up to like a 92 for Deadeye, then you can utilize that. I don't know, man. I just feel like an 89 is decent enough for a 3-point shot. Then we have the 80 free throw. That's whatever. Pass accuracy is a 75. Ball handling is an 86, and speed of ball being an 86 as well. So we don't really have anything to we don't have like a lot of pass accuracy, but we can use cap breakers in order to get versatile visionary. They'll help us a little bit on certain pass animations and whatnot. So that would be pretty solid, but 75 is still pretty good for somebody that isn't necessarily a passer and is mostly used as like a number 1 option for scoring, or even a number 2 option, or just somebody that's like not really going to be passing the ball too much. So like a wing player, or a number 1 option, point guard scoring option, or a number 1 or number 2 scoring option, just in general. So if you're like a number 1 or number 2 option when it comes to scoring necessarily, or if you're like just a catch and shoot kind of player, or like a lob threat, then you really don't need the pass accuracy, because most of the time you're getting the ball, it's going to be when you're open trying to look for the shot, or, you know, on the drives and you're going for the dunks. But this here, though, is still pretty good. 75 is still pretty solid. You get that silver dimer, still get silver break starter. You still get pretty decent pass styles. I do like Paulo. That is one of my favorites to go to. I'm not sure necessarily if that's necessarily the best for these low pass accuracy ratings, but I definitely do like it. It's the one I usually go to most of the time. But our ball handling means that we are a little shifty. Having an 86 is pretty good. We do have strong handle, which is pretty damn good. Too bad that we cannot get to an 84 strength to get Hall of Fame strong handle. That would have been pretty amazing to be able to do that, but we are not able to because we have the strength at an 82, which is maxed out. But we still get ankle assassin. We get handles for days on silver, unpluckable also on silver, and then we can also go ahead and use the gold strong handle, which is also pretty damn good. So it's one of those situations where you can also use 4 cap breakers on here to be able to get to a 90 and be able to get that handles for days if you wanted to. And we also have the speed with ball at an 86, which gives us lightning launch. So we're going to be pretty quick here. But as you can see, you can use all 5 cap breakers on speed with ball to get to a 91, which the 91 is the requirement for Hall of Fame lightning launch. So that would be a pretty cool little upgrade that you can do on this build. That would be pretty solid. Now for the defensive end, though, this is the bread and butter of the build. We have a 70 interior defense. We have a 92 perimeter. We have a 96 steal rating, a 60 block rating, with obviously 71 offensive board and 60 defensive boards. So pretty cool stuff here when it comes to defense. The 70 interior isn't going to be too crazy, but it does help us a little bit. Because if you guys did not know, these perimeter and interior defensive stats have to do with contest as well. So higher your rating, the better your contests are going to be as well. So it says interior, it says ability to defend the paint both on and off the ball, as well as contest shots near the rim. So if you're guarding like another like guard that is driving to the paint on you, and you have like a really decent or really like good interior defense, you'll more than likely be able to get like better contest than with a guard build that doesn't have a super high interior. So that's one way to look at it. Obviously, you're not going to get too many stops or blocks on people as a guard without, paint patroller or anything like that, especially since we're 6'3". And you have to be like 6'4", I believe, for paint patroller, 6'6" for paint patroller. You have to be 6'5" for post lockdown. And for pogo stick, you have to be 6'4". And we don't necessarily get all the stats for high flying denier, so it's not like we're going to be able to get any blocks on this build. But we can indeed get some pretty good contest on guards that are like of the same size or similar size to us in the paint. So that's really, really good. But most importantly, man, we have a 92 perimeter defense. Now, the 92 perimeter defense, the reason why we have a 92 is because that's what you need for Challenger and Gold, which is pretty good. We also have on-ball minutes. We also have pick dodger as well. Pretty cool stuff. In immovable enforcer, we cannot get upgraded to a gold because we don't have the strength for it, which is unfortunate. Once again, pretty unfortunate that we can't get a higher strength for both the strong handle and movable enforcer, because that would have been solid. But we do have off-ball pass from Hall of Fame as well. And if you wanted to, you could easily utilize cap breakers, try and get all these to Hall of Fame. But then you would also have to use cap breakers on agility, which isn't too bad. You would need at least 3 cap breakers on your, like, you would need all 5 cap breakers in on a perimeter defense and 3 cap breakers on agility if you wanted to have all 3 of these badges on Hall of Fame. So there you have it. The block rating, it's a 60, nothing too crazy here. It's not giving us anything, just gives us the ability to get some more blocks, especially on like jump shots and everything like that if we're like jumping at people. Pretty good stuff there. But the offensive and defensive rebound, mainly the offensive rebound, we have a 71, which is interesting enough as it is, but the 70 plus does give us box out beast on silver, and we do have a 60 on defensive rebound. So it's just one of those situations where we have rebound chaser on bronze, we have box out beast on silver, but it's mostly because we do have offensive rebound, but we do have the defensive rebound for rebounds just in general as well. The speed being an 85, the agility being an 82, we get slippery off ball because of the 85 speed and the 77 agility. So there is that. Then the agility being an 82, we do get slippery off ball and gold as I mentioned, and we get silver shifty shooter because we don't have the 91 rating on our jump shot to get it on gold. And then we have pick dodger and on ball minutes on gold as well. So pretty cool stuff there. We got the strength at an 82 as well. Another 82 stat strength this time, which is crazy. We get physical finisher on silver. We get strong handle on gold. We get box out beast on silver. We don't get brick wall because we are not 6'5". Got immovable enforcer on silver, which is pretty good. And then we don't get post powerhouse or post lock. It's not like it's going to matter anyway because we don't have the interior defense for a post lock. At least like we need like what, a 74 for post lock if I'm not mistaken anyway. Because it would be like 74, 82, 88 for post lock if I remember for bronze, silver, and gold. So it's not like we have the interior defense for it. We would have gotten the interior defense for it with the cap breakers if we were able to get it, but we need to be 6'5" or taller. And then post powerhouse is not like we have the post control, so that's just whatever. And then a vertical being a 75, nothing too crazy. We don't get pogo stick. We don't get high flying denier because we don't have the 68 block rating, and we can't get it with the cap breakers because we can only get up to a 65. And then we don't get rise up, but we also don't have a standing dunk anyway, so there's no point. But post riser on silver, aerial wizard on gold. It's pretty damn good. And just to show you guys what the actual name is when you actually go in here, because we got the John Havlicek, we got the Lou Dort, we have the Dan Marley in here as well. And the actual build name is actually called a 2-way 3-level shot creator. But if we go back here and actually go into the Pro Tuned Builds section, and then we go over to defense where we have clamps, John Havlicek. This is the same build. John Havlicek, Lou Dort, Dan Marley. And then you'll see that the build name is actually clamps. So it's called clamps. It's really, really good. Let me know what you guys think of this build in the comment section below, man, because I feel like it's definitely really, really good. These are all the animations you get right off the rip. You start with Devin Booker jump shot, which is pretty damn good. You get Jalen Suggs go to, which is pretty solid. Trae Young, dribble pull up and hop jumper. You get Devin Booker post hop shot, Jose Alvarado, which makes sense for your motion style. You get Lou Dort free throw. You get just the default small layup style, but you get DeMar DeRozan dunk style as well, which is pretty cool. Drew Holiday, Siggs, Zach LaVine dribble style, which isn't too bad. Austin Reeves, aggressive breakdown combos. Malik Monk crossover. Rajon Rondo, Hezi. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool animations that you get to start off with. With this, you get no pass style, but that's fine. But you can see that we get Anthony Edwards. I feel like that's a pretty decent one. Paulo, like I said, is one of my favorites that I go for. Domantas Sabonis is okay, but I definitely feel like Domantas Sabonis works more on like bigs. And then Ja Morant, I feel like, is also pretty solid as well. But yeah, these are all the animations you get pretty much off the rip. So let me know what you guys think of this build in the comment section below. If you guys definitely think that this build is a beast, I definitely do believe that there's a lot going for this build, especially with the cap breakers and everything. A lot of different routes that you can take with it. Like I mentioned, the finishing, you can do the agility and perimeter defensive route. You can do steal. You can go up to like a 99 steal as well if you wanted to get interceptor and glove on legend instead of Hall of Fame. But yeah, there's like a lot of stuff that we can do on this build, man. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. That's gonna be it for me. I'll see you all on the next one. Later, everybody.